Steady. Easy now. Try not to hit it. Try not to hit a dog. Got that beeping just because the backup camera or something. I don't know. Don't hit that pumpkin. Don't hit a dog either. That wouldn't go over so well. Little overcorrecting. Okay. We got beautiful snow here today, which is not so beautiful. Don't hit a dog. And then we wanna backer. Sorry, terrible camera work here. There, I'll do this. Got some passengers here helping out here. They always want to come in the truck, I don't know. Dogs, man. Dogs, I tell you what. Come on now, cut her! Cut her hard! Chase it! Chase it! Straighten her out now, okay. Straighten out now, okay. Don't hit any new trees. We got them all marked with a flag, which definitely won't last for the winter, but hey, the effort is there. I think this is where, oh, running over the eaves trough. Son of a gun. You're supposed to be watching that side, man. I thought you were watching that side. Pull ahead. Straight back. Straight back. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. We're doing all right here. I just gotta make some room. I'll tell you why in a second. How's that? Does that look good? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bright, 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 sunshiny day. Well, we had the trailer parked in this spot, our little car trailer there, and I need the room. We're gonna move this guy over here a little bit just so we can kind of make way for another parking spot. Well, we gotta do the old trucking two-step here coming up. You know, keep the feet. You gotta keep the feet. Where is this one? You know, you gotta keep the feet moving. You know. I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but in the stuff that I do, the freight just kind of hit a brick wall, you know. In about the past 3 months, she's been slowly, and these last couple weeks since I've been back after my engine job, we just kind of been up against it, banging our heads against the wall trying to find stuff. And it's us and everybody else out there that chooses this kind of industry to earn a living and in their business plans and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna pivot a little bit, nothing too major. I was asked to go and get a different piece of equipment there to help us with a customer that we do some work with, and they've asked us to grab another piece of equipment there to help us out. So I volunteered because, you know, one thing, I'm just cleaning up my little railing here. Got a bunch of junk. It collects a little bit of junk in these here rails. If you anybody that has these trailers around will understand all the rocks and everything gets stuck in the rails. Anyway, I have to go for a beard trim here. The beard, she's not going over too well at home, I'll tell you that right now. You just walk in the house and you get the old, you want me to shave it off today? Yeah. I'm giving her. Everybody hates it. Makes me look old, they say. But you know what? I'll dye it. I want to see how long I can take it. Let her go. I am getting a little tired of straining my coffee through my mustache, so it's getting a little old. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna rent a step deck. And we're gonna go haul some of these precast walls that some folks see going up and down the road quite a bit. You need a step deck because they're tall, right? So they won't fit on a flatbed. Now don't get me wrong, the 53-foot triaxle flatbed is the workhorse of Western Canada, that's for sure. And it's what I enjoy the most. Not too keen on the step deck work, but I'll just be doing cement with it, and that'll be it. I got to move some stuff over. I don't have a headache rack, so I got to take some stuff that I think I'm going to need on this other trailer. For you, those of you that, I keep all my flat decking equipment that I use, I keep it on my trailer. So I keep my chains here. I got chain hangers on both sides. I don't have a headache rack. I prefer that. I keep all my straps in the boxes. I don't have any straps on the truck. Keep all my corners. I keep winch bars. I keep miscellaneous bungee cords. All the miscellaneous stuff that you would use to haul a load anywhere, I keep in the boxes of the trailer. I got another box on the other side. So moving to another trailer, I gotta move some of this stuff and carry it with me somehow. I got some boxes on the truck, so I'll fill up the boxes with some stuff. And I don't even know if this trailer I'm renting has a box, so we'll have to see. But it's just temporary, just to kind of get through what's going on here, and then hopefully stuff will pick up and we'll get right back to hauling my beautiful trailer here. So stay tuned. Okay, truck unhooked from the trailer moved over, truck is there, ready to go. We'll clean it up and clean it out and get ready for next week. That's there. I moved this here, which is good, but it wasn't very professional. I didn't look where I was going when I backed in. Yeah, see Rex? Don't tell nobody, okay? Don't tell Miss T especially. She won't even know. She is not even gonna know. Hey, there you go, good as new. Just make sure you hide the evidence before she gets home. Deep in the garbage. Well, good morning. We got our trailer. But it's very important to go through give her the full walk around when you're renting a trailer. Because this trailer, it had a nail in a tire, it had a bunch of tires that are low. And then also give yourself a lot of time when you go pick up the trailer, because then you're going to have to go to the tire shop and everything else. And that's where we are right now, we're at the tire shop. But I'll show you the trailer here. Let's go take a look. Doesn't know if it wants to be winter or fall or what. So here's what we got. We got a Wren drop deck. Hardly been used, really. It's fairly new, this thing. I can see what year it is. (2022). April of 2022, so that's not too bad. So yeah, this is it. This drops down a bit so we can get an extra 2.5 feet to clearance. But yeah, you got to walk through because, you know, if you look here, somebody has hit the rim, all right, folded it over, so you got to note that. So of course, if that rim is hit, 9 times out of 10, 18 times out of 20, this other rim's hit, and that is, it's hit, but they missed the back rim, so yeah. So we got a low tire there. I mean, it's nice. It's nothing fancy, although it does have strobes, so that's kind of fancy. It's got pull-out lights. Now it's missing one, obviously. I didn't even notice that. I'll show you at the front. And then yeah, this tire's low here. Gotta get flat repaired there. And we're missing a winch. Somebody broke it off, and this rental place never replaced it yet. So that's kind of in prime spot of where I'm going to be doing this hauling stuff. Most of it's going to be right here in the middle of the trailer, so hopefully that doesn't cause me too many problems. But it's got hooks here, so I can use my hook straps and throw it over, and anytime there's a hook on that side, there's a winch on the other side. And then these little hooks are just if you got for tarps. You can hook your bungees on there, or if you're using the rope, the rubber rope, you hook your rubber rope on there. So yeah, this is the light that it's missing on the back one, and they slide out, so if you have a wide load, you have to have lights at night, right? So the suspension looks a little high to me. I might be able to drop that a little bit, but yeah, see, this is missing a light there. So, but when you're going through, you don't always see everything. See, that light's there. See what's different? It's tough to catch everything, but once I find a dry piece of grass, I'll climb under there and dry piece of ground and make sure the brakes are adjusted. Like, who leaves all this shit in here too, you know? Now I got to deal with that, so we'll find a spot maybe at home. We'll take that out, and we've got some good burning stuff there. Well, this is it. Pretty simple. It turns on them strobes, air pressure, tell how much weight I've got on there. Once I go get loaded, I'll go weigh it and see what that gauge is going to be like. And then this is if you want to dump the suspension or raise the suspension. So let's go see what those strobes look like. Deck's all good. Basic steel rims, so it's going to be a little heavy, but yeah, there's what them strobes look like. That's cool, I guess. Just more stuff to go wrong in my eye. We don't need that. Close this up. And just like that, we got a nice little rock guard here. Yeah, Ooh, somebody needs some tires. Woo! Well, now that I'm at this tire shop, I gotta wait. I also need to do my frame next summer. I gotta wait to get tires for me. So, like I said, I'm just sitting here, they're fixing the tires there. You gotta do the old two-stepping sometimes to stay busy, around here anyway. I don't know about anybody else's situation in the world. I know about Tank Kelly's situation and what he faces every day. And what he needs to do to keep going. So, I've been told freight's going to be a little slow coming through here in the next month and a bit. The boats aren't coming in as fast and furious as they once were. And the lumber, son of a gun, that's just kind of slowed down as well. So, you got to keep the feet moving. And rented the step deck. So now you're wondering, okay, I'll tell you. What does it cost to rent a step deck? Because, of course, you know, everybody wants to know. Now, I'll tell you what. I've been calling around. So, I've rented many a trailer in my life. I've rented tankers, step decks, flat decks, Super Bs. A wide gamut. I haven't done any heavy hauling, so I haven't got into renting Jeeps and boosters and drop decks and double drops and RGNs and all that yet, but maybe one day, you never know. I'm always up for an adventure. But, so you call around. Well, I've been getting quotes, you know, okay, so to rent a triaxle step deck trailer, and they're all steel, none of them are fancy, they're all plain, bare bones, steel wheels, all that stuff. One place was $14.50 a month, 1,450 Canadian pesos a month, plus 10 cents a kilometer, or was it 9 cents? 9 cents a kilometer, okay? So if you run a full month with that, and you're doing pretty good, and you're making the miles, you're going to easily put on 10,000 kilometers. Because around here in Canada, if you're working, a guy can easily put 1,000 kilometers a day on. So you're working 10 days a month minimum. So let's just say you do work, you do 10,000 kilometers. That's an extra $900 on top of the $1,450 that you have to pay. So, you know, I didn't go to school very long, or I didn't succeed in math very much, but that's $2,350. I do know that. So, that's a lot of money, you know? And usually if you're not driving the trailer, you're not making any money. So, $1,450 is okay if you're going to park it and you're going to earn money with it just parked there. But if you're going to be driving this thing, that extra 9 cents a kilometer really hurts you. You know what I mean? But hey, it's not your trailer. You're renting it for something special. That's sometimes the price you have to pay. Now, I was able to find one locally. And for this trailer, this Ren one that I'm renting here, it is $1,850 flat rate. $1,850 flat. No mileage. So I kind of like that, because then we don't have to think about the mileage. I just know what I'm paying every month, right? So then you also got to think, there's also a $1,500 damage deposit. So they want you to give them $1,500 just in case you smash their trailer. So when you go in there and you sign the paperwork to pick up this trailer, you're paying $1,850 a month. So you're paying the first month up front, plus the grab and steel tax. Up here we call it GST, or the goods and services tax. In Alberta, it's 5% on everything, on any goods or services that you buy or that you use. Every province is different. Some provinces have a sales tax as well, so they're harmonized sales tax. Some of those places are called HST or PST. There's a lot of STs. The unfortunate thing, they all end in the T, and that's the tax word. But you know what? They were saying back in the day that this GST, goods and services tax, wasn't going to last. But you know what the problem is? We keep giving our money away to other people, and then we got none for us. And that's why I'm not getting into it. Holy cow, I could spend hours talking about it. So anyway, $18.50 plus the grab and steal tax, I call it, 5%. Takes you up to whatever it is. I don't know offhand. I can't think of it right now. Plus the $1,500. Now there's no GST on that because it's just a deposit. So $1,500. What's 5% of $18.50? 19 something? So then, anyway, when I picked up this trailer, I had to give them $3,442.50. I do know that. So you got to think about that now too, you know. You're like, holy cow. So hopefully it'll work out and we can just kind of keep turning the loads around, you know, stay working. And that's the plan. You got to spend money to make money. So they say. Whoever they are. I don't know who they are. But somebody said that sometime. I don't know who. Well, we did one load yesterday. And believe it or not, we're doing another one today. Which is odd. I don't have a day of rest in between. Yeah, she's been a little slow. But these are the A-frames with the panels lean against. And yeah, they're just held on by straps. Or a chain. And yeah, that's as easy as it gets. Now I see what's happening here. They should be right over this pocket. They don't have a, you'll see on the other side they've got a pin that goes through here and holds it steady, but they don't have one on this side because they get bent and then it's too tough to put them in. I can see that. I'm just wondering if I put one of my offset pins in here. That's too narrow, I think, for one of my pins, but yeah. No, we'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. Sure, they did pretty good. One thing about these step decks or drop decks, whatever you want to call them, they're a little rougher than a regular flat deck and get you bouncing a little bit more. Just the way the way we got these set up, you know, I'd like it back here a little more. The front rides a lot better when the weight is back here a little bit, but this will be good. I need some traction. I got zero rubber on my tires, so I need some traction. Yeah, see here? You got this pin holding her in, but the other one just kind of works its way out, so I might chain this down, but we'll see. We'll see how she goes. It's working all right. It's working all right. So I cleaned out this thing. This is everything that was in that box. Some guy rented this trailer and he left all this stuff in here. So I made a little money because I got a $20 ratchet bar or $30 ratchet bar. I got a couple straps that are okay, but they got the hooks, you know, so they're okay once in a while. Got some wedges, you know, this stuff costs money, you know, so. And some 4x4s. I mean, I got a sign. Got some good burning wood there, but and then they gave me some hay as well, some straw. So, but now she's all cleaned up, so I don't feel bad going across the scale and they're gonna say insecure load and blah blah blah. The rest of this will just blow out. But yeah, when you rent something and you just leave all this there, like, and that's also on the rental company, like, come on. Why is this my problem now? Know what I mean? Anyway, at least I'm up a couple bucks. Alright, let's get going. Getting loaded. Taking its time. I think that's next coming on me here. Well, we're just here at a colony. Just pulling the straps off. They're building 3 new barns or something like that here. Got a couple across the road there, but actually what I found really interesting. Sorry about all the white stuff floating around everywhere. It is Alberta, you know, just wait 5 minutes, it'll leave. But all their residences here, this is a Hutterite colony, so they all kind of live together there. All of those are precast as well. I don't know if you can tell or not. Well, those are all precast panels on their house. Huh, interesting, hey? It was very interesting. Never seen that before. Might be the way of the future, I guess. Might be the way of the future. Alright. Here's what I finished off having here. A couple big ones, big one there, and then we packed in all these little guys here, so yeah. Well, let's pull these straps off and enjoy the weather. Not. Last one. It's kind of nice how the snow gets caught in the lights, hey? Well, yeah. I'm gonna park here for the night. We got another load tomorrow, going up to the same place, so that's good. We're keeping the old paws moving. But yeah, weather's too bad. I'll just stick her around here. I still got about another hour and a half to go home, hour and 15. So we'll stick her around here. We'll hang out here and just be in a good position for tomorrow to get after. And who wants to drive around in this crap anyway? Yeah, winter is officially here. Once we get this snow, it won't go nowhere now until maybe April. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully this stuff works out okay. We can keep moving a little bit, keep some revenue coming, and for the next little bit anyway. But thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.